G'day everybody, Spud here from Spud's Games. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to be picking up a massive Sega Saturn bundle. Stay tuned. So for those of you who aren't aware, in my last Sega Saturn video, I decided to go for a full PAL set. I was lucky enough to grab 70 odd games, I think it was, in one bundle, which brought the collection up to about, or just under halfway, maybe just over halfway, can't exactly remember now. But now I'm on my way to go and pick up another 100 or so games, and this will pretty much finish off the collection. I'm super excited about it, obviously. There is, I think, about half a dozen maybe I still need to get. One or two of note, the others are just shelf fillers, which shouldn't take too long to get it all. So what I'm going to do, where I'm going is about an hour away from me, so it's nice and local. As I said, super excited because I'm able to get all these games now, and the majority of my collection in 2 hits, and both of them in Australia. So I haven't had to import anything from overseas, which is also good. So I'll turn the camera off now, I'll head off, and when I get there, I'll turn the camera back on again. So here we are, I've picked it all up. As you can see, there's quite a few games, a whole tub full. I'm guessing probably close to 100, if not more games. Actually more games than what I requested. There's some here that I didn't even know that I wanted. Whether he threw them in or not, I don't know. But, you know, there's a lot of games. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll get home, I'll unpack it, and I'll put them out on the bench and go through the whole bundle. See what I need, see what I don't need. So, here we are with all the games taken out of the car and out on display. There's a lot. There is certainly a lot of games. So there's 121 PAL games and I think 26 Japanese games. So all up 147 Saturn games all up. I'm not going to run you through every single game that I picked up, but there are a few nice gems in here I'll run through. Now this won't get me the full Saturn collection. I am still short about maybe half a dozen maximum. You can see the white bit of paper down there probably that I've got out, just so when I put these away I can start ticking them off alphabetically and start putting them on the display shelf. Just because I only have 12 to go, I can allow space on the display shelves for 12, whether I use an empty DVD case just with the name scribbled on the side or something like that, just so I've allowed space for it in the collection. You know, if I had 50 or 60 games to go, then I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just rearrange the shelves as I went along. But because I only have so few, then I'll just allow the space for it, I think, and just use up a couple of empty DVD cases or PlayStation 2 cases or something along those lines to slot in there. That's easily identified, so when I'm looking to where to slot it in, then I can pull it out and put the game in. But as for the games that I got in the collection that are worth noting, outside of the shelf fillers that a lot of them are, but there are some really high quality games in this. So first up, I've got another copy of Christmas Nights into Dreams. Now you say, wait a minute, this is a long box. Never come in a long box. And you're right, never come in a long box version of it. The box itself and the manual inside is actually a reproduction, so it's not a genuine, but it's actually a fantastic copy of it. It's a really neat copy, and really high quality copy. And the disc inside is a genuine PAL Nights into Dreams. Now, I already have the Aussie version, the old cardboard sleeve. It's the Aussie version, has the G rating up the top there. So I've already tested it. Unfortunately, it doesn't slot inside the case, but for display purposes, I'd much prefer to display it like this, especially since it's such high quality. And that'll go into the collection on display. This will probably sit, you know, at the end of it, just as a side game or a side version of it. But that's the first one, Christmas Nights into Dreams. Virtua Fighters Remix. With the Portrait Collection disc. I already have it without the box over in the collection, but so this is just an upgrade. It has the external box. The box isn't in the greatest shape, but it's complete. It's a box. So a collection. Another one here, Sonic Jam. Another one of high note, highly sought after. I didn't even know this game existed till I was working through the list, which is Discworld 2. Had the first one in the collection already. Another high quality game, which I didn't have, now do. Burning Rangers, complete. Even come in a protective case for me. Resident Evil, another version of it. Oh, the disc has just fallen out in that one. I'll fix that up in a minute. Wiz, another game I didn't know existed till I was working through the Saturn collection and what I needed. Keen to give that a go. Can't find much information on this. I was expecting this to probably only be an NTSC copy only or exclusive, but no, it got released in the PAL region. That's NHL All-Star Hockey 98. I do like my NHL games. Back on the Mega Drive days, I couldn't get enough of NHL, so might give that a crack. And I can't find any sold listings or anything on eBay, so I've got no idea what it's worth. That's why I put it there. It's probably more rare than it is valuable. Don't know. Batman Forever, the arcade game. I've heard this is actually a pretty good port of the arcade version of it. So another one I'm keen to give a go. Lost Vikings. Guardian Heroes. I have the NTSC version of Guardian Heroes over there, but because I'm going for a full power copy, full power set, then I needed a copy of this in my collection, so that's in there now. I still may hang on to the NTSC version of Guardian Heroes, only because I picked it up at a great price. 60 hertz. Don't know. We'll see. See whether I hang on to it or not. Whether I need the money to get the rest of the games. We'll see. Another one that I'm keen to play is Lost Vikings 2. I used to play this a lot on the SNES. Or the first one on the SNES. So yeah, keen to give the second one a go. Galactic Attack. For those in the NTSC regions, or Japanese, I think it is, layer section, same game. I think in the US it was still called a Galactic Attack. Actually, I think I have it over there as Galactic Attack for the US NTSC market, but that's going in. Another pretty highly sought after one here, In the Hunt. Played it on PlayStation 1 plenty of times, but it's good to have it on the Sega Saturn. And the only long plastic case game that I know of that come in the PAL regions was Street Fighter the movie. I heard it's a pretty hideous game. From the back cover, it looks like any standard Street Fighter Street Fighter game, but I've heard it's not the best Street Fighter game, probably the worst of the Street Fighter games. So it does have Capcom's name on it still, so we'll see. Might give it a run just to see how bad it is. But they're probably the games worth noting. There are a lot of other games. I mean, I've only run you through maybe a dozen there out of 121 PAL games. So yeah, that's pretty much the bundle I picked up. I'll go through and I'll put them on the shelf now, and I'll show you what the end result is. Obviously, I'm going to have a couple of more spaces there for games that I'm going to need. But I'm really getting close now, and I'm super excited to have this many Saturn or PAL Saturn games, and really close to having a full PAL Sega Saturn collection. It's something else I can tick off the box, or another box I can tick. So what I'll do now is I'll turn the camera off, I'll get my list out, rearrange the shelves, and really start putting some effort into getting these into alphabetical order and into a format that's easily usable, I suppose would be the best word to describe it. I can easily access what game I'm after. So bear with me, I'm going to sort it all out. I may not have the same shirt on, it might not be the same time of day when I shoot the next video, because I don't know how long this is going to take me. The games I've got over there at the moment are just a bit higgledy-piggledy. They're sort of all over the place, no alphabetical order or anything like that. It's just sort of slotted in there. So I'm going to have to basically pull out, what is it, 240 odd PAL games minus 12. So it's 225 games and sort through them. So that's my job for tonight, possibly tomorrow as well. So bear with me. When I turn the camera on next, I'll run you through how it looks. So here it is. I think it's been about 3 or 4 weeks actually since the last clip. You know, I got a little bit sick there at one stage, so I had to have some time off work, and then we had Christmas, we had New Year's. In between, I had been sort of juggling around putting this stuff together, but I finally got to a stage now where I'm happy to shoot this clip because of the way I've laid it out. So essentially, it's not rocket science. What I did was left to right, A to Z. So A that way, you know, goes that way. So the other thing you'll note here, I've broken it up with the NTS or JNTSC games. The reason I did that for is this shelf here is fixed, and the way the Saturn games, or the size of the Saturn cases, it really wasn't conducive to having these sort of up here. You know, being the smaller cases, I kind of wanted them more accessible so I could see what the games were rather than have such small cases at the top. But it's just because this shelf here is fixed and I can't adjust it. I had to sort of, these are just more filling in space, I suppose, before we start up again on this shelf. I have left space here. There is another 12 games that I need. Some are sought after games, but some are shelf fillers as well. So hopefully in the next few months I'll finally have my full Saturn collection, and I'll do a video once again once I've achieved that. Then once I do that, you'll see here I've got the NTSC exclusive games. I'll continue on that path as well, and I'll grab all the USA NTSC exclusive games as well. So that's it from me. If you've got any suggestions about laying this out better, feel free to comment below. I just found when I was laying things out and when I was actually playing the Saturn games over the Christmas break, it was just easier for me to find it alphabetically, regardless of case size. You know, we've got some in like a VHS case. No, they're not X-Rental. That's just how some of the PAL games come, unfortunately. There's also different black cases as well. There's like a plastic, really, I suppose, durable. I say you would call it more durable than the old flimsy cardboard plastic cases. So I think there was 3 different types of cases all up. But at the end of the day, I think alphabetically was just the easiest way to do it. What I am going to do is I am going to grab a little yellow dot sticker as well and just put stickers on a couple of the ones that I don't have manuals for, just to make it easy for me when I do sit down on eBay, or people might have a bulk lot of manuals come up. People do sell manuals separately. I can then reference to what I need rather than trying to think back and whatnot. So just a visual thing. That's not going to be a super sticky sticker, just one of those little round yellow stickers. And hopefully they won't be on there too long because I'll round up those manuals pretty quickly. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for coming on the Sega Saturn journey with me. Hopefully we won't see, won't be too much longer before I'm doing a full Sega Saturn PAL collection video. And you guys, are part of the journey as well. So in saying that, thanks for watching. I do plan on doing more videos. I'm going to do Sega Dreamcast next. You'll see the black Sega Dreamcast here propping up the Saturn games. It's just a nice fit there. That won't stay there, obviously, once I fill these up with the games. But Sega Dreamcast will be the next video, I'm pretty sure, unless I pick up a major haul in between then. Obviously, I'll shoot that video as well. But thanks for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully in the coming months, I'm doing a full Sega Saturn PAL collection video. Thanks for watching.